Hello guys, this is Risha and Leonos behind the camera, and we're from 5W English, and we're here today with Pat and Nedra Dugan, and these are my parents.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
And I wanted to hear from you guys. How did you guys come to Brazil? How did all that happen?
okay. Wow, it happened a long time ago. So I think I remember. I mean, we felt like it was something that we were supposed to do with our lives. That we came to Brazil to. I was a theology teacher in a seminary, and Nedra came for the same reason, and that was a long time ago. And of course, when we came, we had the great challenge of learning Portuguese. Wow!
Mm-hmm.
What do you remember about that? Nedra?
Oh, wow. I remember that we had to go to the police station to get our driver's license, and our friends just left us there thinking we understood enough Portuguese.
We'd had a short course.
All we had was 2 months of
Yeah.
Portuguese,
Oh,
an
wow.
intensive course, and they dropped us off, and we would go to one place, and they would say, blah, 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 blah. What did they say? I don't know. Then give some gestures. We go over there, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they said.
Carrying some papers around, that we're supposed to sign or pay something. Oh my!
Anyway, then things got better because we started studying with our friends at this school where we were working.
Yeah.
And Risha was only 2 years old and learned Portuguese quite quickly. Of course, kids have such a great advantage. And there was a little girl that would play with her, and she would take her out to play on the trees, and she'd come back and say, listen, Risha can say, árvore, árvore, like the mineiros, now they pronounce their R a little different. And then one day she was watering the flowers with her little watering can and saying, agua, agua.
Wow.
The first
How old
Portuguese
was
words.
she?
2.5.
2.5.
Just 2.5.
And how long did it take you guys to feel comfortable, like talking to people, speaking in public?
I think the first time I spoke in public in front of a group of people was after about 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And I
really
wrote
fast.
out word for word what I was going to say and basically read it off. I think they understood me,
You hope.
Yeah. But as far as feeling comfortable just in most situations, what do you think?
I think it took me a year
Yeah,
to
probably
feel
a
more
year.
comfortable. You're always straining to understand what did they say and getting parts of words but not getting the meaning.
Or if there's one word you didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the key word of the
You
conversation.
missed
Yeah.
the whole
So
thing.
you just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And we were living in a context where there were students in a seminary where people came from all different regions in Brazil, so we heard a lot of different regional accents, which in a way was confusing, but it was probably a good thing too.
Yeah.
And it was immersion.
Yes.
In a
Yeah. That was.
I mean,
Really,
that was a
really
big help. It wasn't completely because we had American friends and we did a lot of conversation in English yet. But it was very helpful just being forced to really communicate, try to communicate.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's important for teachers, for them to hear as well, is that one of the big questions with teachers, I hear it a lot on Instagram, people saying, like, you don't have to speak like a native. And there's like this expectation that people have that if you're going to teach English, you better speak like a native. And that's not true.
Right.
Because the fact that you don't speak exactly like a native doesn't get in the way of you being able to do your work well done, for you to making friends, for you to communicate with people.
Right.
Yeah, and if you weren't born in the States, you probably won't speak like an
Yeah, you won't.
Right.
ever, right?
What I've heard is after you're 16 years old, you're pretty much going to have an accent. And of course, we in Portuguese, obviously we do. So,
Yeah.
and it stayed with us.
It
It's
did.
followed us. But we function.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not only do you function, I mean, you guys have written songs in Portuguese, you've written books, you're teaching, you're speaking to people all over the country, so
Made a difference in
in
lot of
thousands
lives,
of people's
thousands of
lives,
people.
because of your willingness to be vulnerable and even though
Exactly.
you don't know, you're not perfect, to be able to use that, And we were wondering if you guys would sing a song to us.
Sure.
One of the songs you made in
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Tell
Yeah,
us
this
about
song I wrote in Portuguese. Afterwards, of course, someone checked it out, made sure the grammar was correct. But we recorded this song back in 1980.
1980.
Yes.
And just as a background here, I mean, you guys have been singing for how long?
Well,
Ever since we were married,
yeah.
Yeah.
right.
52 and a half years.
Yeah.
So that's another side of the story. It's not
And
just
maybe
the
I
seminary.
was
but-
wondering if they could tell us a little bit about this song in Portuguese.
Oh, yeah.
Essa música é sobre a pessoa de Jesus Cristo,
Uh-huh.
né? Então, às vezes a gente tem dois erros sobre ele, né? Que essa música combate. Um é dizer que era mero homem.
Uh-huh.
Isso não é certo. Outro é colocar ele num pedestal, uma posição que ele não é totalmente humano. Então essa música está dizendo, sim, ele é divino, mas ele vivia aqui na Terra exatamente como qualquer ser humano.
Legal.
Legal.
A música vai assim. Você vai cantar também?
Bom.
Braços musculosos de tanto trabalhar, um homem forte, sem medo da morte, o carpinteiro. Mais de 20 anos trabalhando com seu pai, cortando madeira, fazendo cadeira, o carpinteiro.
Vivia em nosso lugar, passando que todos vão passar.
Um homem cantando, um homem provado em todos os pontos, como eu. Mas nunca o pecado cedeu. Nunca o pecado cedeu.
Muito bom. Então, essa é a mensagem que a gente queria deixar com vocês, que não importa que você não seja um nativo, você ainda pode causar diferença na vida de muitos dos seus alunos, como Pat e Nedra, meus pais, também impactaram a vida de milhares de pessoas por causa dessa coragem deles de usar o que eles sabem da forma para fazer uma diferença. Então tá, pessoal, obrigada por ter assistido esse vídeo. Bye, bye.
Bye bye. Tchau, tchau.